guys, welcome to Candy's Healthy Thoughts. So for today's healthy thought, I thought it would be nice to share with you guys the fears I have with starting peritoneal dialysis. So you should know that peritoneal dialysis is different from hemodialysis because hemodialysis uses your blood and peritoneal dialysis uses your abdomen and it uses water. So let me start. The first reason I didn't want to do peritoneal dialysis is because I didn't want to look pregnant. I was like 18 and I had this boyfriend and I was just like, I don't want to look fat. Like, I was just like really shallow about the whole thing. Like, I just cared if I looked fat or not. So that's the first shallow reason. The second shallow reason is that I will not be able to wear a bikini. That really bummed me out. Like, I was like, so I can't go to the beach. Yes, you can, but you have to wear a swimsuit. I don't know. Okay. The third shallow reason is the catheter. I didn't want something just hanging out of me, you know, like, especially because they showed me like, what's it called? A replica on a fake body thing. I don't know why I'm doing this. I just wanted to. But, so they just showed the stomach and they showed the little catheter coming out. And it's like, that's how your catheter is gonna look. And I'm just like... And that's why I wanted the fistula, because I was like, you can't even see anything. I can still wear my bikini. I don't have to look fat. Like, I was just... To me, the fistula was 100% better than peritoneal dialysis. So, this is what ended up happening. I picked the fistula. I went in, they did surgery, they did a slit. You can't really see my fistula because they did it right in the middle of the elbow. But it turned out, and this is the part that got me mad. It turns out, because I have beautiful veins. I've been told by anyone who's ever pricked these veins that I have beautiful veins. So when the doctor looks at my veins, he's like, oh, you have nice veins. The procedure will be done. It'll be really good. You have nothing to worry about. I was like, cool. I'm happy. That's good. So the procedure was done. And I heard the doctor, like, because I was waking up from my procedure, I heard the doctor said that he doesn't think it worked. And I was in my head like, this better work because it hurt, you guys. It hurt, okay? I think I have a picture of it somewhere and I'll put it right here. I guess my arteries are too small. I have very small arteries, and for the procedure you have to connect an artery to a vein to make that blood flow go that they need for dialysis. So that one didn't work. They're like, oh, we could try again. I was like, no, you're not trying again because that hurt and you're gonna do it again and you should have checked that before. Oh my god, you guys, I'm getting myself mad right now. But I was really mad. I was like, no, I'm just gonna do PD and that's it. That's the end of the story. You're not cutting me again. Because dude, this whole arm was swollen. It was just like blah, blah, all black and blue. And they wanted to do it again. No. So I ended up with PD. And honestly, I think God was just saving me from hemodialysis. That's the way I see it. Because I was just like, no, I'm gonna do hemo. I'm not gonna do peritoneal. Oh my god, I was like super shallow about the whole thing. But that was my main reasons. The other reasons that I didn't want to do peritoneal was because I was scared. You know, honestly, I was scared to do the dialysis at home because like I see when I'm in hemo that the techs check on me regularly, and you know, there's nurses, there's doctors, everyone's there in case something happens to me. So that was another reason. I just had to let my shallowness come out first, you know. But the other reason was because of that. I was scared about, like, what if something happened while I was doing dialysis? Like, could it be so crazy that I would like die? Like, I was just, how could I do this by myself? I didn't even know dialysis was a thing before my kidneys ran out, and you're telling me to put myself on this machine to clean my kidneys using dialysis. Like, I was just like, that blew my mind. I can't do that. Like, I don't know. Another one is infection. Infection is more, what's the word? It's more probable. Is that the right word? It's more probable than if you do hemodialysis, because when you do hemo, you know, this is closed. You know, once they take the needles out, they put the cotton, you just hold it for a long time sometimes. And then you're done, you know, it's closed. But with the catheter, you know, you can open it and close it, and the air outside of it can go inside. And that's one of the things that kind of steer people away from it, because you are more likely to get an infection. But that mostly depends on you, on how clean you are. So like, one reason I've gotten peritonitis is because I leave the air conditioner on. Just to be precautious, I close the vent the moment I turn the machine on, and then I turn it back on after I'm connected. And that way, you know, it's still fresh in my room, but I have to do my dialysis. The only problem with the AC being on with me is that sometimes in the morning it's still on and I disconnected myself and I forgot to close the vent, you know? That happens sometimes too. Because of that, a lot of people don't want to do dialysis. And that's why you guys have to make sure you wear your mask. That way you don't get an infection. You wipe down the area where you do the dialysis with antibacterial wipes. You should be fine. That literally only takes you about a minute to wipe it down. It takes 2 seconds to put your mask on. Honestly, the infection rate is higher for PD, but it mostly has to do with you. You know, you have to take care of yourself. There's people that never get peritonitis. I've gotten it twice, but both times it was because I had the window open or the AC was on, because summertime is hot, you guys. But that's horrible. You shouldn't do that. And with the whole doing the dialysis, if you're scared because the nurses aren't going to be there, your nurse is going to show you guys how to do it, and you guys aren't going to do it at home by yourself until she can see that you do it without any complications. Because honestly, once you do it the first couple times, it's just like clockwork. You just do it. You don't even have to like second guess anything, because you already know. It doesn't take that long to learn it. It's a very fast process to learn. The main reason to be happy on PD is that your diet is so much more lenient. You can eat more, you can eat normally, almost normally, like a normal person. Like, I didn't even, you can have a banana. How crazy is that? I thought that was insane. Like, because the whole time I was on hemo, no banana, no banana, no banana. Your potassium's high, your phosphorus is high, and I'm like, damn. But when you're on PD, you can eat a banana. And I myself love platanos with beans. So when they told me that, I was like, what? I can eat plátanos? that is probably the best feeling, because since I was restricted for like 2 years, that on its own was the best reason for PD. That and the fact that you only go to the clinic twice a month. Once to get blood draws, the second one to see the doctor. You see the doctor once a month. Unless you need to see him. You know, you could call if there's a problem. If there's a problem with the machine, you know, you call whoever you have the machine from. I don't know if everyone does Baxter, but Baxter has a 24-hour technical support for your machine. You know, that's very helpful, because sometimes, like the other day, I had a problem with my machine. It was like 11 o'clock at night, and I just called. They helped me fix it. All right, good to go. I'm done. Like, there's honestly, they even have, you can disconnect yourself while you're on the machine. They give you caps for that. So you can, like, I'm not saying you should, but if for some reason you had to disconnect yourself, like sometimes at 2 in the morning, I'm like, I really want a snack. I really want a snack. I could just disconnect myself, go in the fridge, get my snack, eat it, and reconnect myself. Like, that's freedom. To me, that's freedom. You want freedom? I want freedom. Everyone wants freedom. Just do PD. Honestly, my heart feels better, because I used to have a lot of heart problems while I was on hemo. So it really helped with my heart. It helped my daily lifestyle. I can eat mostly what I wanted to eat. Even my blood pressure got less crazy, and it's because I was on hemo. And you know, you only get cleaned every other day, and while you're not on the machine, then what? You're not even being cleaned. You're just dwelling in the toxins that your kidney is supposed to be cleaning, you know? But when you're on PD, it's all the time, so you feel way better than hemo. But I hope this helped you guys. I hope that this video allows you to feel more comforted with doing PD instead of hemo, because that's probably the best thing that's happened to me, is that I was put on PD instead, even though I picked hemo first. And I think, you know, God really did that to me. He really he said, you chose poorly, so I'm gonna choose for you. But yeah, if you guys have any requests for future videos, that would be awesome. Let me know in the comment section below. If you guys have any questions for me about PD, I will gladly answer them right down there below. And if you guys want to become part of my team, you know, subscribe to, maybe like a little bit. I'll see you guys next week, alright? Bye! So I will be doing a video on how I do my dialysis. That way you could see how easy it is. It even talks to you. The machine talks to you, you guys. We're in the future. But there's honestly nothing to worry about. I want to promise it, but that's not good to do. So I'm gonna say, what's the word? I strongly advise you to do PD. Stop recording. Yes. Bye.